Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Irie, and with me today we have Braddah Rob over here, and he is the owner of the
One of the owners.
One of the owners of the hydroponic store, the greenhouse here in Molokai. And so we basically wanted to get together and share with the people of Molokai and everybody else there about the laws and the situation about the medical cannabis. And so Braddah get plenty of information, and I'm kind of going to let him take over the show and talk about medical marijuana and what's going on in Hawaii, and especially for Molokai. So, Braddah Rob, go ahead, man.
Aloha everybody. This is kind of just a first show that we're trying to do for the people of Molokai to better inform them of the medical cannabis laws here in the state of Hawaii. Not only the laws, but letting them know their rights as patients, as card holders. One thing that I want to first of all say before we get any further is that the topics that I try for cover inside of, on this show is topics that, I've done the best research. They're factual topics, factual information. So if for some reason that, you guys out there watching feel that maybe some information is not right, give us a little comment.
Drop them in the comments, yeah.
Because it's all about helping people, helping the community.
Information.
Yeah, straight up information. It's all about giving information. That's what I'm doing this for right now. Again, to give the patients information, because that is one thing that the state of Hawaii is lacking right now, is giving the medical marijuana patients the correct information, letting them be aware of the laws, the revised laws.
Yeah, hard to find those laws then. It is hard.
Very hard. If you don't know what you're looking for, if you're not, say, computer savvy, it's hard to find. It's hard to find. And that is one of the missions here that I'm trying to do here on Molokai, is to make a resource center for the patients on Molokai. Whether you have questions on, trying to qualify to get your license, or whether you need to find out the laws, or just any general information you need as far as growing your medicine, please come by the greenhouse and check us out. But I'm just gonna start on a few topics that I have, that I just wanted to address regarding the medical marijuana program here in the state of Hawaii. The first thing is that we have to all come together as one with this issue, because we'll never have a clear law set in place. We'll never.
Everything still be iffy.
Iffy, very iffy.
Yeah.
We'll never even see what California goes through right now if we don't all stand up, come together, and we have to fight for what we want. I mean, you cannot just be that one sitting on the couch wishing and hoping
and waiting for everybody else to do the work.
Exactly. Hopefully in the coming months, we can maybe organize some rallies here on Molokai.
That'd be cool.
The more people that come out, the more people that stand up for what you believe in and fight for this program, the better off it'll be. And I don't know if it's going to be months, years. Hopefully, something will change. Something's got to change. But with us, sending your testimonies in for these different House bills that are being trying to actually be taken away from us. Mm-hmm. Also, like Senate bills, there is sites that you can go to and you can give your testimony, and that really does help. I mean, they do take that into consideration for these bills, because it's the people that have to, talk and have to stand up for what they believe in. But that was basically the mission statement for what I'm trying to do here. Another thing that I wanted to say is that, with these laws in the state of Hawaii, and hopefully, somebody, a politician or a family member of a politician is, watching this this video right now, and I just want you to understand that, the laws are very unclear in this state. This state will give you a license to grow your medicine, but they do not provide you with an adequate means to get your seeds or your clones. So basically, you still have to go the black market way. So basically, you have a license with a false protection added to it. Also, with this law, I just what made me really want to help and to give people information that was hard for them maybe to find was I had an older couple come into my shop one day, and they were really concerned with their rights, the laws. Here in Molokai, a few months ago, there was, I guess you call it a raid. Agents came, and in my opinion, harassed patients. But after them hearing about this situation, they were really concerned, and it really wanted me to help these older people. Also, what made me really want to do this was because two immediate people, like in our close circle of our family, were stricken with cancer. Two different kinds of cancer, but when those types of people need their medicine immediately, because cancer is not something that you have on your calendar. It's not something you're waiting to come up and enjoy. So when you need something to take away those side effects from the chemo and all of those pills that they give you in the hospital, you can't sit around and wait for a seed to pop and grow. You need your medicine immediately. And to have stupid and crazy laws, I mean, and what really irks me, and I watch a lot of different talk shows and things, and everybody brings up the tobacco and alcohol issue. Well, I feel that it's my turn to bring up my input on that issue. I feel with the tobacco and the alcohol, you can walk into any store and buy these things, and cigarettes and alcohol kill more people every day than marijuana has ever done in its whole existence. And it's crazy for these politicians to sit and with a straight face wanna put somebody in jail for growing a plant.
No different than lettuce, tomato. No different.
No different. I mean, and society today, and me, I'm just gonna kind of get on one little point, and then I'm gonna jump off real quick. But I'm not really a really big religious person, yeah. But it seems to me that society, government, just in general, is basically just how life is today. It's all from the Christian Bible, so to say. But my point is that it speaks about pakalolo, marijuana, cannabis, ganja, whatever you want to call it. It speaks about it in the Bible. Several different places it speaks about it in the Bible. So for you politicians to want to, try to control, ruin, actually, I should say, because I mean, you're putting people in jail for years at a time for growing a plant that basically you need no chemicals to process. You are not hurting anybody. It's not a gateway drug like most people may think. If you're worried about your children smoking marijuana, that's a point that falls with the parents.
Yep.
The parents need to control their kids.
Yep.
You cannot blame the marijuana because your child acts the way they do. I mean, honestly. I mean, that's just my opinion. Too many times, as sensitive as this program is, for people to, for instance, label medical marijuana and spice or the synthetic cannabis, I just have to kind of stand up and say that it's just, it's ludicrous. Medical cannabis is medical cannabis. Medical cannabis has medical benefits. Spice, synthetic weed, whatever you want to call it,
synthetic. That's
two different things. That's like talking about Toyotas and a bar of soap. It's two different things. And I know, especially here in Molokai, with the kids and now with the teachers, you know, I just want you to be understanding about what you're, you know, maybe fighting for before you just start fighting. Understand the benefits of medical marijuana. Not only for the benefits of just medical marijuana, using it for a pain relief, for your ailments. I mean, you know, if you look at the hemp industry, hemp won World War II for us. You know, it was the government who made farmers back in the mid-30s grow acres and acres of hemp. And with today, how, you know, all these big companies are raiding the resources, they're cutting down all the forests to make lumber and to make, you know, paper, and, you know, that is really affecting our ecosystem. You know, with a, you know, all these trees they're cutting down in the forest, it took 80, 100 years for these trees to grow. With growing hemp, not medical cannabis, hemp. With growing hemp, you can grow a full, how many acre crop in 4 months and process that and make everything from ropes to textiles, clothing,
everything.
So, I mean, there's so much benefits to hemp and medical cannabis. And for politicians and for people to want to point fingers and, you know, oh, if you smoke marijuana, you're bad, or whatever the case may be, you know, for them to believe that and still live in
That must be really bad.
Well, you know, I mean, there's still those people out there, maybe what, I guess, like, I guess you call them your baby boomers, I think is what you call. I mean, right now, those are the people, I think, that are controlling these laws, are the baby boomers. I mean, you know, our generation, or maybe, you know, our kids' generations, maybe those will be the ones that are able to put a, you know, a clean-cut, dry solution to these crazy laws that are coming up, because it's just not working for us. I mean, you guys are making these unclear laws. I feel that we're paying for a license that we shouldn't have to pay for in the first place. For us to use a natural plant for our medical remedies, you want to tell us what kind of medication to use. You want us to use the pharmaceutically made drugs, for us to get addicted to narcotic forming pills, liver intoxicating pills.
And yet we cannot take them in public. But yet somebody taking, I don't know,
hydrocodone, morphine, can
they
take
can
them
take it
and
in
pop
public.
them like candy.
Yeah.
On
But
the
we
airplane,
can't.
in the restaurant.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And I mean, with you know, good topic you brought up, Mr. Irie. You know, with another thing I want to point out with the medical laws in Hawaii, you know, I think that there should be a case-by-case basis. So say, I mean, you know, we live in Hawaii. We all live on different islands. We all have family on different islands. And for people to need their medicine and not be able to travel with it on the plane, so basically the state is telling you, you better not get sick if you're going to visit your ohana on Big Island, or, you know, you better hope you don't need your medicine, you know, or you better hope you come back that day, or whatever the case may be. It's ridiculous. It's a medicine. It's a medication. It's just like people taking Advil for a headache, or taking hydrocodone for a toothache, or whatever the case may be. It's a medication. It's a medication. And for the state to control these types of things, to tell you what you can, I guess, use and not use, I mean, it's like you're going back to, I guess, what would be like how they did like in Germany, huh? Telling you what you can do, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, this, you know, I thought that this was a free country, you know?
That's what they make us think, but that's a different subject.
But, you know, I mean, another thing that, you know, I want to just make a topic on is, you know, Hawaii is kind of a land of its own. And, you know, a lot of people here, you know, as much as they might not want to publicly say it, would more than likely, if they had their choice, probably not be a part of the continental mainland. But, you know, as worse as it sounds, you know, it's here to pretty much stay, you know. But my point I'm getting is that you know, if these laws are changed where medical cannabis is legalized, the resources from that, the taxation of this law, all that money can go into maintaining our schools, our roads, public safety. I mean, you know, you guys in Oahu are sitting there for months at a time bickering over a transit rail system to when you could have legalized this back when Governor Cayetano did in 2000, and you guys could have paid for that transit system 3 times over by now. But you want to sit and you want to bicker, you want to argue, you want to waste the taxpayers' money on all this petty stuff. You could have used taxation from the medical cannabis, and there would have never been even such thing as Furlough Friday. I think that was the dumbest thing you could ever think of. I mean, you're cutting people from working to taking care of their families because you're saying the state
keeping kids out of school.
Yeah,
that's
keeping
stupid.
kids out of
Making
school.
them more dumb.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So while on those Furlough Fridays, they're playing PlayStation, they're wasting away, they're not learning anything just to save you $1 so you can put gas in the green harvest choppers to go fly around our islands and harass us.
Yeah.
You know, and it's bad to say, but you know, those choppers are very dangerous, especially when they fly really low over neighborhoods.
Very low, under the 250 feet.
Very low, very low.
I mean, you can see them inside a helicopter.
You know, those aren't planes either. You know, it's not like if something was to go wrong that they can maybe glide out of.
They fall straight down.
Straight down, like, you know,
Like
boom, right there. You know, and it's only a matter of time. You know, things like that. You know, when you have to live in a society where you have to fly in a helicopter. You know, and I understand. You know, that there's a lot of maybe people out there that really take advantage of this law. You know, and I guess, but you know, really. In my opinion, there's a lot more things that this state can be trying to use its resources towards and making, you know, Hawaii an even more better state than it already is. You know, instead of just wasting it with these silly laws. It seems like every time there are important laws regarding this program come up in the state office, in the Capitol, it seems like they're always not heard, or the time has expired, and it's just put off for another year, and you know, it's just ridiculous. You know, I've read, I mean, I really cannot bring them off the top of my head, but I just kind of just read the different laws that they kind of go through in the span of this time that they have, and I mean, they're silly laws. They're laws that, I mean, it's like laws regarding selling cats and dogs. I mean, silly stuff like that. To when, you know, this is an issue. This is a very important issue. And, you know, me personally, I feel that, you know, they don't respect this program, and I feel like they want to ruin this program because they feel that the people really, I mean, and I guess it's true. Fail. Well, you know, what I was making is like, you know, it's true that, you know, when this law was passed in 2000, it was done, I guess, I don't know if I'm using the technical, legal, politician terms, but it was done, I guess, within the House. Like, basically, this law was passed without having a vote passed. But, you know, we just want to thank you, Governor Cayetano. Wish there was more like you. But, yeah, you know, so that's why, I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm thinking, like, you know, that they feel like, you know, oh, the people didn't vote for it back then, so, you know, we can just take it away. Yeah. But they should put it up for a vote. I mean, all these different kind of, you know, House bill this, Senate bill this. They should just put it up for a vote and let the people vote. That is just the democratic way. I mean, am I right?
It should be right. Yeah, it should be.
I mean, they should just put it up for
a
vote.
Let the people make this decision.
Yep.
You know, we should be able to choose the type of medication we want to take. You know, and how often we want to take it.
But just to, you know, I just kind of been on some topics like that, but, you know, just to kind of let the patients know kind of what to expect as far as different laws that are coming up. There's a law actually that is going to be trying to be passed to basically, hopefully, increase the number of plants that a patient is able to possess. You know, I've read different sites, different information, but it's anywhere between like 10, 12, maybe even 14. And then I think it's like 5 ounces of cured medicine, but no more than that. That was just one of them. That was just, so I just thought it was like a little good news towards.
That would be better than no.
Yeah, it would be better. Another law that they're trying to pass is basically two patients, two registered cardholders. For instance, if I had a plant or some seeds, and Mr. Irie here needed some, I could give them to him without breaking any laws, basically, you know. And that's basically what people have been doing anyway when the state is not giving us a resource to get our seeds, get our clones, get our medicine. If, for instance, if you were an elderly person that was bedridden that needs your medicine and you couldn't grow your own medicine, you know, just think how that person feels. You know, and I really don't think, I mean, you know, I really think that, you know, these politicians that are making these laws, they should really meet. They should go out and really talk to people that really depend on this medicine, because the politicians, they just want to focus on the people they think don't need this card.
Yeah.
Maybe your more younger crowd, maybe. But I tell you, that there's a lot of people that do need this card, and really, I think that the people that get these cards and the doctors that come here, it's having a legitimate doctor be able to prescribe these cards. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
That is the main thing, is having a legitimate doctor. Because that way, if you have a legitimate doctor prescribing these licenses, then you don't have any backlash towards, oh, well, you know, they were too young or whatever the case may be. You know, with these different types of doctors that are in the state now, or these different types of medical care providers that come throughout the islands, and they bring all these different doctors here that have no connection with the patients, that basically fly by night, kind of take your money and gone.
Yeah, just a money scam.
Yeah, it's a big money scam, because they give you this card, and basically, whether it be because they legally cannot give you any more information regarding the laws, and maybe if you ask them, oh, well, where can I get seeds or clones? You know, doctors, you know, if they tell you they cannot give you any information, they're not being mean, and it's not like they want to. It's because it's against their law, their practice. They cannot. They could lose their license. You know, but that's where, like, people, like, you can go to your local grow shops maybe, and they can advise you on, you know, growing techniques, you know, and different types of information that doctors maybe cannot tell you.
We can do a lot of patient-to-patient type of exchanging seeds, plants.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. Yes. You know, patients taking care of patients.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
You know, it wouldn't be breaking the law, because we would both be legal from the beginning. We both have our blue cards, and if he needed help, then I could give him whatever's, and you know, vice versa. But they're not even allowing us to do that kind of stuff, right?
Nope. Let's see. So I covered the increasing the plants. We covered about the exchanging seeds between cardholders, and the last one that they were going to pass was just actually, it's not really so much for the patients, but it kind of is, but it's more for the doctors. It's protecting the doctors. Again, the legitimate doctors. Then being able to, for instance, visit a quadriplegics, or someone that is bedridden, that cannot move, you know, freely. You know, those, you know, when doctors go to see them, it's for a reason. You know, it's not like they're breaking any laws. I mean, think about it. I mean, for someone that, you know, that cannot just move freely, it's not easy to them like you would think it is.
Yeah.
And it's a big hassle for them. And for a doctor to be able to leave his office and to, you know, and to go see them, I mean, you know, that shows, one, that the doctor cares. You know, so those are just some really important points that I just wanted to make. You know, I feel that, you know, when the time comes, if the time comes that this is put up for a vote in the state of Hawaii, you know, telling everybody that that is your shot, because right now they're just I just think about the law and I laugh. I mean it's
ridiculous.
yeah, it's like a bowl of green jello.
It's not making sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy the laws. I mean, others. I mean, it's just weird because like other states in the mainland that you wouldn't really even think that would. They're actually to the point to where they have decriminalized it and they're trying to make it legal.
Yep.
They're not even fighting for increasing plants or fighting to give another cardholder a seed. They're legalizing it. They're getting on with life and the future of this world.
They see the future.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to move forward.
Exactly. Because I tell you, with passing this law, especially the state of Hawaii, they can take care of themselves. They don't have to depend on the federal government for funding. With the taxes that you would get from this industry would be, I mean, you would. It's just unthinkable, like what you could do, what good you could do. Public schools that every year are getting their funds decreased. Teachers are getting laid off.
Yeah.
The ones that still have their jobs are getting their pays cut. And those are the people that have to teach our kids. I mean,
do it with Furlough Friday.
Oh, and that Furlough Friday.
Completely.
That would never have been an option, that Furlough Friday. I mean, it's just so much good that this industry, this one plant, just with a small seed and a little bit of love and care, can do so many wonders, not only for a person physically, but for society. Just generating revenue to be again put back into your communities, your island. I could go on and on. This is just kind of like just a pilot for some good stuff we got coming up.
Yeah.
This was just really a fast kind of thing. I just wanted to put some topics just to let the people of Molokai know that somebody is here fighting for you guys. If you guys have any questions regarding the license, qualifying for your license, growing, just getting started with your medicine, your garden, please come by and check us out at the greenhouse.
Hit us up in the comments.
Oh yeah, in the comments.
Just let us know.
Yep. But I just wanted to tell you, we're located in town, Kanakakai. We're located above American Savings at the Molokai Business Center, right in the middle of town. The greenhouse, 553-4420 is the number. 808-553-4420. But we're gonna have a lot more other good topics that we're gonna be discussing, and we're gonna try to have this an ongoing show, to that way until the day that Hawaii is free to grow your own medicine, free to to use this without having
to worry about the cops coming and arresting us.
Exactly. And just one more topic I just wanted to add, and I don't know if you know this, Mr. Irie, but one thing I did find out, NED, the Narcotics Enforcement Division, the ones that issue our cards, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it seems, and again, if you feel that I am saying something that is not accurate, please
let us know.
Comment.
We're just trying to give information to everybody.
Yes.
And if our information wrong, just give us the correct one so we can give them back to everybody else.
Yes. But regarding this medical marijuana program in Hawaii, the people that oversee this program, from what kind of I have, kind of read about, how they run this program, and kind of like just seeing how they let the laws kind of just leave them in that gray area. I feel like these, I'm not saying that these are, but in a way I guess I am, But again, if you feel I'm wrong, leave a comment, but I'm just going to go out and say it. I just feel like these people are the ones that are against this program. How can you put somebody over a program that are against the program? I mean, there's a difference. I mean, there's got to be a point in time where a law enforcement officer is a law enforcement officer, not playing a doctor. and a doctor is a doctor.
Yeah.
So who is a law enforcement officer to tell you that you don't benefit from medical cannabis? I mean, it's absurd. A little bit of that, I feel like the police departments, I feel like they should be working for us. Like, they should be backing the patients, because in reality,
Protect and serve. It says it on the cards.
I mean, it's the honest truth. I mean, laugh or not, it's protect and serve. And when the state of Hawaii gives you the right, and they have passed a law for us to be able to grow our medicine, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
this is a state issue, right?
Yep.
Local law enforcement, they are state paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in a way, they work for us. I mean, right?
Yep.
So they shouldn't be the ones harassing us or raiding our properties or intimidating the patients.
Exactly.
Exactly. For no reason, when there's a lot of other stuff that can keep them busy, trust me. But that was just the point I wanted to make. We need to have somebody over this program that
protect us.
that knows about this program, that knows the ins and outs, that knows. I mean, basically, really, they need to have a botanist, because this law right now. And I'm sorry if I'm just kind of adding on to, because I thought I was going to cut off, but I just want to add this also. These people that are over this program, they are not familiar with the whole A to Z of medical cannabis, medical marijuana, whatever you want to call it. They don't understand about popping seeds. They don't understand what that process is. They don't understand that patients are just looking for the female plant. They don't understand that we're not looking for the male plant.
Nope.
They don't understand that to grow a harvest and to be able to keep an ongoing harvest, a lot of people don't know those things. It's just like not everybody has a green thumb. That's why dispensary is so important here. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I feel like, there should be regulations, there should be taxation. I don't think that there should be cameras and stuff where the law enforcement can see inside your facility. But I just feel like if they're taxing it just like they tax alcohol and tobacco, I mean, because the convenience stores, there's not cameras in there that are leading to the law enforcement. I mean, because I guarantee you, it's easier for a minor to get their hands on alcohol or get their hands on a cigarette than it is to get their hands on medical cannabis.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, because there is so much just BS regarding, the medical cannabis, marijuana being the gateway. It's crazy. I mean, you guys are still living, 30, 40 years ago. This is not reefer madness. So, but yeah.
Reefer madness too.
Yeah, reefer madness too, huh?
Crazy.
Hawaii has got to kind of, come out of the dark and we have got to, stand up for our rights.
Exactly.
There's so much benefit that this one wonder plant can do for this island. But yeah, I think I've covered everything.
Right on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was a good sit down talk session. Like you said, we're gonna try to do this on a regular basis to keep people up to date on the laws, the medical marijuana, medical cannabis, and basically how we feel about the laws pertaining to Hawaii and medical cannabis. So, but anyway, thanks again for joining us, and like I said, keep in tune. We're gonna be shooting these. I don't know how often we're gonna do them.
Well, I just
what do you think?
hopefully that in the next few weeks or a couple months, hopefully there can be some more information I can give you guys about the laws. But again, I just want to say, this is just the start of just a resource center, a resource place for the people of Molokai to come. Come check us out at the greenhouse. Again, this is just a resource center for you guys to get information, for you guys to be informed. I'm gonna give you guys a next episode, I should say. Still working out the bugs, but yeah, I'm just gonna try for bringing more just medical cannabis news. Not only regarding the laws, you know, because you can only talk about the laws so much because it just irritates me, you know.
But us guys, I think we kind of pretty much think about the same way, and the way we feel about laws pertaining to medical marijuana, pertaining to a lot of stuff. Just government, what the bullshit that they throw to us. And so I think we would not just talk about medical marijuana, but I think we talk maybe about Hawaiian issues and
Yeah, we can.
other stuffs maybe. So you know, I mean, we see. Like I said, this is the pilot, and we see how we will take this.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's all it's Hawaiians, it's Filipinos, it's Chinese, it's Popolos, it's Howleys. It's all of us coming together for make our voices heard in this law, in this program, because that's the only way it's gonna happen. Is all of us gotta come together, and when that time comes, that it's time for vote. Even if you never voted in your life, this is the time for vote. When that time comes, it's gonna come. I cannot say when, but it'll come. You just gotta have faith.
And you know, people out there, Molokai, I know plenty of guys. I don't like vote. I don't like vote. You know what? I had the same feeling too. But you know what? If we don't vote, we cannot make that difference. We gotta play the game that they give us. So we gotta vote. So if you don't get out there vote, how we gonna win this stuff? So come on, everybody out there, whether you in Molokai, Honolulu, Hawaii, mainland, wherever, just vote on medical cannabis. And I think that's all I got to say. And as always, you, Braddah Rob, you got any more to add?
I just want to say mahalo, and hopefully we'll give you some good episodes to come. And again, come check us out at the greenhouse if you got any info,
check them out.
questions about you know, anything dealing with this medical cannabis issue in Hawaii right now.
Okay, so you guys have a good one. And always, stay fly, stay high, stay medicated. Aloha.
Aloha.
Maluhia. You know, I mean, I think was good.